Hey, it's Diana Adams on my third video. I know I know there's gonna be a time that I won't be counting how many videos I've made or which video I'm doing, but I'm going to be, I'm going to take advantage that I get to do it for now because it's fun, because it means I'm really starting from the bottom, and that is a good sign that I'm doing something right, that I'm following my guts. And um I would just like to say that on this third video I really have no clue what I wanted to say. Like, I legitimately feel like the first time when I thought of, okay, what if I just do the video with no idea at all, and I did. And that's how I feel about this video. It being my third one, which, I think by this time, normally you would think, oh, maybe she's already thought of some kind of context that she would prefer to do. But no, we're still doing it this way. We're still doing it head on. I would like to congratulate my eye bags though. They are really saying hi to the video. And I know it's a bit late. I should be sleeping. So I believe this will be a short video. I don't want to jinx that, but I do need to sleep. I'm gonna be a bit early. I have to be early later. So, but anyway, I would just like to announce something, like maybe not the full-blown announcement, but one of my prayers one of my prayers to the universe has been granted. Actually, it's been already been granted since yesterday, but now that I can really I have processed it and I have already shared it to my friends, then I can definitely do this on my video as well, on my channel. So I'm just really happy because one of my, like, it's a one-shot thing that I had no expectations for it. I seriously don't. I just wanted to be there. I just wanted to enjoy it. I just wanted to show what I can show, what I got, and how much I love to do that thing. And it did work out. And so I'm really proud. I'm really proud of how it turned out. And I'm just, and honestly, sharing it with the people I love, sharing with people who genuinely who genuinely want the best for me is the best feeling ever. And I'm sure you guys would agree to that, because who wouldn't want to share good news to the people you love and to the people who love you back? And yeah, so I guess that could be one of my contexts for this video, because it takes a lot of patience, and the kind of patience that you don't really just get in an instant. It's not something that you would get into your soul, get into your system right away, because having so much patience means you need to have a lot of, not really a lot, but at least the essential experience to showcase, to have the choice to be patient, to actually consider being patient on the things that you want to achieve. And so yeah, like, I get it. As someone who was so impatient for most parts of my life, because of how I grew up and how I viewed the world back when I was a kid, comparing it to it now that I'm 27, and life humbled me in so many ways, in so many, yeah, it humbled me to the bones. It humbled me to the core, because life is a teacher itself on itself. And yeah, so basically the main point of this is that it's not something that you would just get it. Yeah, okay, I'm patient, because most of the time the things that we need to get, that we want to get, that we know that we deserve, takes some time to to really be to undergo a process, right? Everything takes process, and because that's how life works. Just like how butterflies become butterflies, they don't just do that just out of nowhere. They undergo different life stages, and it's the same way of how we manifest things that are meant for us. And that's a beautiful thing, you know. And this being the context of this video, is just that I've always had a difficulty back in the day. I've always had a difficulty of surpassing the third step, or the fourth step. Or actually, at the very least, the third step. Yeah, because I like doing the first thing, but then I guess I haven't really processed on how this came to be, but from what I've observed, based on my childhood, I just like going head first, and then if it's not if it doesn't end there, then I don't feel motivated anymore. I would lose all of the motivation that I would need to continue it. And aka that's like commitment issues, in a way. And I recognize that in the long run, when I was healing myself, when I was really taking care of my mental health and my psychological health and everything, like spiritual, etc. And so commitment is a big thing, because committing to your own life is also committing to your own decisions. And then, of course, at the same time, there are some decisions that, sometimes they, like, it's like the ship has already sailed, that kind of thing. It's only up to this point that you get to, like, that's the only chapter that you have with this person. And it or not really the person, but that's mostly the usual, what we normally experience from day to day. But on some cases, like some situations, like a job, or just any experience whatsoever. So it's one thing that I had to really learn, and Hong Kong has really helped me achieve that, helped me get that into my system. And I'm really proud of my steps, of my progression, because I wouldn't have done this, I wouldn't have experienced this if I didn't listen to my guts as well, back like a year ago when I auditioned. And when I first auditioned, yeah, for just following my guts, for just following my heart, and just going after my first love, which was Disney. And I just did. And I started having faith in people who do have faith in me. And it's the same thing with with patience. It's like we need to recognize that people need, like, basically we need to really understand and really open our eyes if this person or if this situation is patient with you. And if they are, then you know, if they're patient with you and they communicate with you just to make sure that they keep you in their lives, or to keep you in a situation that is, you know, initially good for you, you know. So yeah, basically that's the thing. So that being said, it's just a really beautiful thing once you do follow your heart. You do follow your heart, and you just, you don't really, it's like you don't spread yourself too thin just to prove something to yourself or to others, you know, like more or less. Because like they say, like they always say, you don't really need a lot of things, of a thing. Like for example, I realized this also. This is something that I've always had in me, I guess. I'm not sure what influenced it. Maybe I'll find out in the future, but okay, 11 in the recording. I never really like having doubles in, for example, a book. If I have a book, I don't want to have doubles of a book, even if it would mean, like for example, there are two different covers but it's the same story. I don't really like doing that. Like I would prefer just having one series, just one edition, one type of cover, or just, you know, I had a Harry Potter Goblet of Fire book from my cousin, and it's the old version of the art cover, because right now we have tons of editions, of tons of versions. And then you know, I suddenly wanted to like collect the books back then, okay? And then unfortunately there are some books that aren't, I believe I got some books that aren't the same or something like that. No, my bad. Yeah, I believe I have all of the books that has the same type of art style, because I couldn't really bear having to settle with the book that was available, but it wasn't the art style that I wanted. So, see, like, like realizing this just because I made this video is just mind-blowing. Because I was thinking about this earlier. Like, it's not fair to anyone, to, you know, to you, to your friends, to your family, to anyone basically, or to the whole universe, if no one's watching you or if there's no one's involved, to settle for something just because you didn't get what you want in the first place. Like instantly getting a replacement. Because especially for genuine connections, may it be romantic, platonic, or how you feel about it, you don't really replace things right away. I mean, of course, there are some people who do. And it's probably, I mean, the reason behind it are probably more of personal, you know, reasons from their past. Could be traumatic events, could be just like an impact of a situation with their family, etc., or with their past relationships. But in conclusion to that, you know, you don't, if you are honest with yourself. My god, what accent was that? It wasn't even an accent. If you are honest. But yeah, anyway, if you are honest with yourself, if you do try to be honest with yourself, you really need to check within yourself of what you want for yourself. God, I'm losing vocabulary because I've been repeating words. But bear with me, guys. Yeah, because if you just settle, to replace something, one way or another, it is gonna hurt someone. It is gonna hurt situation, or it is gonna just tip off the balance. But then again, we do all have our choices. We all do have choices in our lives that we get to make, and it's not like we can't make a decision. And maybe at that time you feel that it's the right thing, or maybe you just feel compelled to do it because it's what you've always known, and probably from what you know, that's the only solution available. It could be a reason, but from what I've been learning and from what I've been experiencing lately, it's just not. It's just that we can keep our options open, right? We're allowed to do that. But I think I believe it's, what is the right word? Common decency. Put the right word. Yeah, just a decent act to let them know that, oh, I have some change of plans, right? I was quite bad at this because, like I said, like going back to what I've said, that, oh, I just really like doing things head first, and then I'll be bailing out the next moment that I need to keep on doing it because of the commitment issues. Although I do have personal reasons behind that, but then I'm not justifying it because I have realized it. I realized that it's not really a healthy thing to continue, because the people who believe in you, the genuine people who believe in you, not asking for anything in return, they just really believe in you. It's just, it gives them the trust issue that, it gives them the trust issue which they never asked for. And so for me, for me, as someone who has experienced the two ends of the stick. Okay, we can do this. We're almost gonna sleep, Diana. Okay. Yeah, for experiencing those things firsthand, I realized how impactful it can be. And so that's what I've been really trying to put in my system, to have that integrity within myself, because it's something that people will never take away from you. They can never take it away from you, because it's something that you learn. It's something that you have to sit with by yourself. It's something that you can share to your friends, you can share to your trusted people, but it's still your own work. It's still up to you to work on it. And so going back to the main context of this third video, the patience and getting what you want in the end without hurting anyone is the best award that you can really feel. And so I'm just really happy. With how things came out, and how I don't doubt people anymore. I don't, like, for example, when people say, when my dear friends would say, oh, you deserve that, you're totally gonna get it, and back then I would doubt that, I would actually doubt that. Like, are you sure? I don't think I deserve it. But and actually it attracts more negative energy and not actually, and really showing me being undeserving because I would think that I don't deserve it. So, you know, like, that's why for me I've changed a lot on that aspect, that if someone says that I deserve it, then I do believe it now. And even if it's a joking way, I would still believe it, especially if I do want something, like, oh, I want this, and then maybe they have a bad juju vibes and they would say, yeah, sure, you deserve it. Like, they would do it like that. I would still believe it because I don't really care about how people perceive me anymore, which I really had a long time recovering from and detaching myself from, because life, because how relationships have shaped my perspective on things. But then we're learning, and we're still learning, and we'll be learning every day. We're gonna be doing this until we so yeah, um I'm just really I would actually want to share this part because I do have a friend who really had a different perspective when we first met. She was like, oh, I don't need this, I don't need that, even though I kept telling her, no, you deserve that. You deserve the good things in life. You don't really have to, to do this, blah, 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 blah. Especially if people, like, not just her, but other people are getting affected. So, I advocated that for her. And now she told me a very good news regarding that matter. And, I suppose some of us, like I would say most of us would have still some hint of uncertainty when we share things to others, because it's a natural thing, because our brain would be protecting us from bad things, and it's not our fault. It's not your spirit's fault. It's not your soul's fault for having a brain wired like that. It's just it's just a brain. Okay, it's not who you are. And so, yeah, it felt really nice to tell my friend that, no, you deserve this. I'm down, happy for you, because she was honest to me. She was honest about how her life is doing, about how happy she is, and that being shared to me is just amazing, right? Because it's an honor to be told about good things happening to their lives, not just the bad things. Because honestly, like, lately, I would never ever, I know that we all experience bad things, and it will always be a good thing to share it, to be reach out when we do really need help. But I've been laying off from, just getting mad, just getting angry about some things. And I'm learning now how to detach without getting mad, because I used to do that a lot. I used to have this temper that, oh, okay, I'll detach, I'll avoid you because I feel bad. But now I'm proudly to say that I'll process this on my own. And it's not because of whatever, but it's because I would prefer to be happy. I would prefer to be, to really just focus on what makes me feel good. and that I'll always communicate what makes me feel good, because that's how I manifest things. That's how I get what I want. And yeah, so I'm really proud, and I'm really happy with how things are aligning, because I don't know how to compromise anymore. I don't feel the need to compromise anymore, because I know what I deserve, and I know that I don't need to beg to be chosen. I just am, and I'll be chosen. That my boundaries won't get hurt, won't get bypassed, because they see me for who I am. They have respect, they have respect within themselves to give respect to me, and that is honestly what we all deserve. I keep saying I'm just really, girl, you need to sleep. Okay, so I need to see. We're almost at 30, but I am getting some headache now, so I need to sleep. But I'm really happy to announce the first part. I'm really happy that I get to really share this to share this to my channel, to whoever is gonna be watching this. I know that there's a long podcast, video, whatever, I don't know, but I hope this helps, and just keep on, and I hope that you get to be patient with what you really want, and that you would choose to do the right thing, because communicating is really the better end of things, because whether people or whether a situation communicates with you or not, the truth will always come out. And in my case, the results came out. So yeah, it's much better to lead life that way. And I feel lighter, I feel better each passing day. Okay, so may you all have the patience that you need for the life that will really make you happy, that will fulfill all of your dreams, that will just manifest your dream board, your vision board. I've been manifesting my life since I gained consciousness, and I suppose not knowing that I have decisions to make until I decided to be independent was powerful. So I hope you all get to feel that too, to find your power in making the right decision, in making your life good, even if you become an alpha bum. But yes, this is Diana Adams, and I'm really happy to share this with you guys. I do need to sleep, so I'll see you guys soon on the 4th video, the next one, the next one, and the next one. Okay, so bye.